Hey guys, how's it going? Greg here, 3G's Garage. Just got back from a little bit of a road trip. Picked up a new unit. Nice little Enticer.
Look at the little guy.
Yeah. Apparently it's a 79 ET300. Kind of fresh out of the field here. Thing was like in some tall weeds and that, and pulled her loose. Motor's locked up. All the evidence and signs have been sitting for a long time, so we're gonna just see if we can dump some fluid down the cylinders or whatever, and see if we'll get her to roll over and maybe even fire up for you guys. So hang with us.
In the shop now, we can better assess what we're working with here. Not really sure what we're gonna end up doing with this guy, but as far as Enticers go nowadays, this one's got a pretty straight, rust-free belly pan. So might hold on to the chassis, make a racer out of it, but she's locked up tight. So we're gonna get to work on it here and
Get a little juice down the cylinders.
yep, see if we can get her freed up and maybe even get her to start. So
Sounds like one of the cylinders.
it sounds like it wasn't even sitting for that long, right?
Well, I don't know. When we asked him how long it was sitting, he said its last tag from 2009. So
Oh, okay. Well, that is quite a bit, but
I don't know. But he said that he did have it indoors until this past summer, which I don't know. Whatever. The exhaust really is. It's not overly rusty, which is kind of a decent indication.
them plugs look like champions.
Champs.
Quality plug.
Champs. This one's pretty dark.
The guy did say it ran really rich, which just sounds like regular.
Kind of weird.
It was probably just the classic Yamaha loading up on idle with the fuel pump or the oil pump.
Got a crack we put down the cylinders. Little PB blaster. Give that a try.
Oh.
Just glob it in there, you know. Aim for the high side, it'll run downhill. Load it up.
You got anything in there?
Not a lot of aerosol left in this shit.
Oh, watch your mouth.
Yeah. Ooh,
Free
big
ratchet.
Score. Yeah. Extra champion.
What else we got in there?
All right, you guys. So, you know, Keegan bumped the phone, so it quit recording on us, and then I just couldn't wait for it to start back up, and I grabbed a hold of the clutch. He said, "Did it wiggle at all?" And it would move. It would move just the slightest bit, and I grabbed it, wiggled it back and forth a little bit. Now she's free.
I think it was the gallon of PB blast we shot down there.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at what's coming out of the
Will you look at that?
mice.
Just look at it.
The mice are trying to kill another Yamaha fanner.
Yeah, so I don't know if any of you guys ever dig a sled out of the field or whatever. Before you run it, if you go through the carburetor and all that stuff, always take the plastic off the engine and just make sure there's no mouse nest in there. It's like you'd be surprised at how many of them, even some of our own ones, the sled sitting right up there last year had the same. We stored it in the barn and with all the rest of the sleds, and that one had a mouse nest in it. And so what happens there is the engines, these are fan cooled engines, and you need this plastic duct work around the engine because the fan is over here and it blows up and through here, and the fins on the engine are slotted in this direction to funnel that air across the heads. So if you see an old sled that has a fan and it doesn't have this plastic ducting, you need that in order to run, or it will run hot. Or if you have a mouse nest in the thing and it's over here somewhere, which usually they are on this side, this cylinder, if you run the engine, will melt down. So just keep that in mind. You need to have this ducting on there. It needs to be free of debris. It's always a good idea to take the thing off, spray it off with some compressed air, just make sure there's no mouse nest in it.
I also noticed while I had the camera off for about 2 seconds, the oil pump is not hooked up. So that's odd, but
yeah. So
what's next? Dump a little juice down the cylinders and see if it'll
I
pop?
think rip the cord a few times and try to blast out the PB out of this thing. God, this probably can't see it. It's like a dust cloud in here now.
Yeah, she's packed full probably.
You want to do a compression test on it? God. That's right.
All right.
Focus is hanging out.
We're rolling.
All right, we're gonna do a little quick and dirty on the compression test. We realize we got probably some fluid left in there, so we might not get an super accurate reading, but it's just we'll just see where it's at. Hey? Yeah. Show them.
Not too bad.
Looks like she'll run on that side anyhow. It's over 100. Let's see what the other one's got. Pretty much even.
Nice and even.
She should run as long as we got spark. So that'll be kind of the next thing here. These old Yamahas are pretty good with the electrical systems on them and generating spark. That's usually not an issue for us. And if it is, a lot of the times it's just like a faulty switch or something. So
Yeah, I don't know. Most of these, it's rare that we have a dead
you take a little,
coil or CDI.
take a sniff on this bad boy. Ooh, there's nothing in it. Oh yeah. That's she's old. Oh god. It's musty. Should we just drop some fresh gas in it?
Well, I don't see why not. I mean, it's probably not going to suck through the carb.
I mean, come on.
Oh my goodness.
Have some faith.
She came from Gordon's.
Oh, Gordy. This is Gordy.
Came from Gordon's Sports Center.
So,
In Church Sandwich, Illinois.
Sandwich, Illinois. It's a Gordy sandwich. Okay,
Anyway.
so typically, like, of the sleds that we have, the ones that get names, we usually pull them from somewhere off the sled. It could be like the previous owner's name. Like in this case, it's like this thing came from Gordon, so this automatically is going to be Gordy. But like some of the other ones will have like a name on the keychain or something, and like not all the sleds get a name, but if it's got something like Gordy, I mean,
There's a select few that it just comes together.
I mean, this is Gordy. This fuel tank is pretty much empty, but a little bit in the very bottom.
I didn't smell it, but
It stinks.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
We also noticed while we were there that like the fan shroud must have gotten so hot at one point that the plastic started to bubble, which is really weird.
I mean, any of you guys out there with like fan-cooled sleds, I have never seen that before. Somebody had to have hit this with a torch or something. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of blistering and stuff there. We want to squirt some juice down those.
Sure. I don't even think we have fresh plugs around here right now.
Well, what kind of juice should I put down there?
Just straight brake cleaner probably.
Yeah, that's good for it. Gordy. Love this guy.
Just hose it down.
Just give it a good healthy shot. Knock some of the dirt and stuff down there with it.
Throw the old champs back in her.
The champs. We're not even gonna bother trying to
Oh.
clean them. We got NGKs down there?
Jeez.
Those are screw tops though.
Oh.
Ditch them.
He's got NGKs in here and he decided to run the champs.
Are those new? We got new spark plugs?
I don't think so. These are probably used.
Jeez.
Come on now.
This is just...
Oh. Yeah, it's...
Run it.
Gordy will fire off anything.
Run on pretty much anything, I think.
What is this?
This sled also doesn't have a clutch cover, which is kind of
Dangerous.
a little bit dangerous. You gotta just make sure you stand clear of that. Got some weird plug-ins on it too. Okay, well, I think I'll let you do the honors here.
Yep. Here, I'll hand you the phone here.
Yeah. Trade duties. Make sure all your buttons and keys and everything are on.
Key on.
Let's see if this thing rips. Woo! All right, well, it started. Oh, wait a minute. We almost made a cardinal sin here, guys. So I just poured a bunch of gas in here, but I also noticed that the oil injection
Oh yeah, we almost
is
forgot about
not hooked up. So we might have to take a little break here and assess what we want to do. Might just dump some oil in with the gas. That would probably be the smart thing to do, but we'll round some of that up and go from there.
that. Runs.
Yeah, she's a runner.
All right, what do we got going here?
All right, well, we just had a little powwow and try to see what we wanted to do on this, because I said we were gonna squirt some more brake cleaner down there just to see if we could get it to fire, and then we were gonna pull the fuel line off just to see if we were getting any fuel pumping to the carburetor, but the fuel line is cracked and completely like rock hard. So kind of made the decision to like maybe take the airbox off and, you know, maybe take the oil tank out or whatever and just see if...
Because the oil tank is empty right now, on top of not having the oil injection hooked up, so. You're hanging up on that. Show me the top of that airbox.
The carb
Ooh.
is not going to work.
Ooh. Shit.
Yeah, so the top of the airbox here is melted too. Like, I don't know if they like... It almost sort of looks like there might have been a fire under the hood at one point.
I'll listen to this.
Yeah. She was maybe
Oh.
sucking a little bit of dirt.
Check that out.
Is there a mouse in there? Yeah. Yeah, mouse nest.
We'll leave little guy alone in there.
There might be some guys in there. She's disgusting. So. All right, well, for right now, I think we're gonna call it that.
It did run.
Yeah, we know it does run. It's not pulling fuel, and there's no way this thing is operating the way it's supposed to. So we're gonna have to go through, clean out the carb, and.
But at the very least, we got another straight ET in the shop.
Yeah, it's got a good track. It's fully clipped, and yeah, it should be a good little unit. I don't know if we'll go any farther with the engine and stuff on this one, because if we make this into a racer, which we might, it'll probably get a 340 engine instead of the 300. So those are a direct drop in to this chassis, and it gives you, I don't know, like 4 or 5 more horsepower or something. So we'll probably go that route. So like this engine will probably end up coming out. So if anybody needs a good ET300 engine, we got one for you. So
Straight out of the field.
yeah, right out of the field.
Runs on spray.
Yeah, runs on spray. You guys have heard it all, you know. So anyways, all right, well, thanks for tuning in this time. Quick little fun vid for you, and we'll see you guys next time.